Imagine jet-setting across the world with 506 tons of luggage. While that may sound excessive, it's just the tip of the iceberg. When you're part of a family worth over 2 trillion, this is the luxurious way King Salman Al Saud journeys in style. Stay tuned to uncover the fascinating details of how royalty truly travels. And don't forget to subscribe for more exclusive insights into the world of the rich and powerful. King Salman's security detail. With control over a $2 trillion fortune and a personal wealth exceeding $25 billion, it's no surprise that King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud spares no expense when it comes to his security. His safety is entrusted to the Saudi Arabian Royal Guard, an elite force armed with cutting-edge technology and state-of-the-art equipment to protect the royal family. The Royal Guard is divided into specialized units, including the Royal Guards Brigade, the Special Security Forces, and the Royal Saudi Air Force VIP unit. Each unit has a distinct role, whether it's safeguarding royal residences, securing official events, or ensuring the king and his family's safety during travel. One of their key responsibilities is to make sure that wherever the king goes, security is airtight. This involves detailed route planning, coordination with local security forces, and thoroughly sweeping every location the king will visit. In fact, about 100 personnel usually arrive 2 weeks in advance to prepare and secure the hotel, installing metal detectors, X-ray machines, and sometimes even conducting guest checks, unless of course the king has booked the entire hotel. While these elite forces handle the critical security work, let's not forget what's doing the literal heavy lifting. The king's fleet of 𝗟𝘂𝘅𝘂𝗂𝗏 jets, the Flying Palace. King Salman's personal aircraft, known as the Flying Palace, is a highly customized Boeing 747-400, designed with unparalleled luxury and equipped with state-of-the-art defensive and offensive capabilities. While the base model of this engineering marvel costs around $400 million, the extensive upgrades raise its value to between 500 and 600 million. Clearly, the king spares no expense when it comes to his security, and Boeing has delivered in spades. The Flying Palace is heavily armored, capable of withstanding direct hits from ballistic missiles and any type of gunfire. It also boasts electronic countermeasures that can disrupt enemy missile guidance systems and other potential threats. To extend its range, the aircraft is fitted with additional fuel tanks, allowing for long-distance travel without the need to refuel. Though the plane's offensive capabilities remain classified, rumors suggest it may even feature laser-guided missiles, but that remains unconfirmed. What can be confirmed, however, is the opulence of the plane's interior. While a standard Boeing 747-400 typically accommodates up to 660 passengers, this aircraft is dedicated solely to ensuring the Saudi king's comfort. The interior is a masterpiece of luxury with gold-plated finishes, plush leather seating, a fully equipped conference room, a prayer room, and even a hospital outfitted with the latest medical technology. King Salman's Flying Palace also includes a gym, a private cinema, and a master bedroom, complete with a king-sized bed. Of course, such grandeur comes at a cost, with the aircraft's annual upkeep alone exceeding $25 billion, a price King Salman is more than willing to pay for this level of comfort and style. But if you think his air travel is impressive, just wait until you see how he moves on the ground. Ground transportation. King Salman's ground transportation is perhaps even more impressive than his aerial journeys. On land, he is typically surrounded by a convoy of ultra-luxurious, highly expensive, and heavily armored limousines and SUVs. When in Saudi Arabia, his vehicle of choice is the Mercedes-Benz S600 Pullman Guard, a masterpiece of luxury and security. The base model of this limo starts at around $1.6 million, but with its armor plating, bulletproof glass, and high-end defensive capabilities, its value soars to over $3.5 million. A custom-built version of the Bentley Arnage, with its extended wheelbase, opulent interior, and cutting-edge security features. This vehicle's estimated cost climbs from a market price of $250,000 to around $2 million after all modifications. The King's collection also includes a Cadillac Escalade SUV, a fully armored vehicle outfitted with a lavish interior and extravagant amenities. This luxurious ride set him back nearly 500,000. But even this fleet wouldn't be complete without the addition of a Maybach 62. Customized to suit the king's tastes, this high-end limo, boasting leather seating and a premium sound system, cost him around $1 million. However, the crown jewel of King Salman's collection is his Rolls-Royce Phantom. Far more than just a car, this gold-plated beauty is a symbol of royal elegance. It comes equipped with an extravagant entertainment system, and its price tag reflects that. While a typical Phantom might cost around $500,000, the king's version came in at over $2 million. Clearly, the Saudi ruler knows how to make a statement with his ground transportation. Yet his impressive fleet of cars and planes pallies in comparison to the extravagance of his foreign visits. In fact, the media often focuses less on the purpose of his trips and more on the sheer opulence of his travel style and the luxurious lifestyle he embodies. Tokyo visit. King Salman's 2017 travels were nothing short of extraordinary, with his visit to Tokyo being a prime example of his unmatched extravagance. The king arrived in Japan with an entourage of over 1,000 people, making a grand statement wherever he went. To ensure everyone traveled in luxury, he arranged for 500 limousines and booked over 200 ultra-luxurious hotel rooms for his companions. To meet this colossal demand, car companies had to source around 300 additional limousines from across the country, guaranteeing that the king's entourage could move in style. During his stay, King Salman reportedly reserved the entire Imperial Hotel Tokyo and the Ritz-Carlton, with every detail of his accommodations tailored to perfection. Customized furniture, exclusive artwork, even a specially designed prayer room, were all arranged to meet the king's exacting standards. While the exact cost of this lavish visit remains undisclosed, estimates suggest the trip cost King Salman over $5 million. However, his stay in France the following year would prove to be even more extravagant and far more controversial. France visit. In 2018, King Salman made 2 highly publicized trips to France, both of which stirred controversy. During his stay in Paris, the king reserved the entire Four Seasons Hotel, George V, for his 1,200-member entourage. Known for its lavish decor, Michelin-starred restaurants, and luxurious spa, the George V is one of Paris's most prestigious hotels, often frequented by celebrities, royalty, and world leaders. To accommodate the king's specific requests, the hotel went so far as to cancel all other reservations and make significant interior changes, including redecorating his suite entirely in gold and laying down red carpets across the premises to ensure the king didn't step on any other color. Now that's what you'd call commitment to the floor is lava game. While modifying private property is one thing, altering public spaces takes extravagance to another level. King Salman made sure of that by blocking several central streets in Paris so his 600-vehicle motorcade could travel to the hotel without any interruptions. The motorcade itself was a spectacle, consisting of limousines, SUVs, and motorcycles, all customized for the king's visit. It was one of the largest motorcades ever seen in Paris, drawing as much attention for its scale as for its inconvenience. However, the king didn't stop there. He famously transformed one of Paris's most iconic landmarks, the Louvre, into a private dining venue. There he hosted a lavish dinner with President Emmanuel Macron, which featured gourmet French cuisine for over 150 elite guests. This wasn't King Salman's first controversial visit to France. In 2015, he took over a small town on the French Riviera, bringing along 2,000 members of his family and entourage. His attempt to close off an entire beach for private use sparked outrage among more than 100,000 local residents. To make matters worse, he commissioned the unauthorized construction of a private elevator from his villa directly to the beach. It seemed as though the king had forgotten he was the ruler of Saudi Arabia, not France. And just imagine, if he had pulled off such a spectacle in Russia, well, he did spend over $3 million a night there. So, visit to Russia. Before Vladimir Putin became the global outcast he is today, world leaders were eager to visit him. In 2017, it was King Salman's turn, and this trip was nothing short of historic. Not only was he the first Saudi king to visit Moscow, but he also made headlines for his signature blend of opulence and extravagance. During his stay, the king spared no expense, bringing along over 2,000 pounds of Novichok-free food and drink, as well as his own ultra-luxurious furniture, carpets, and decorations. His entourage, which included more than 1,500 people, required the booking of Moscow's two most luxurious hotels. As a result, even the permanent residents, who were no less than Russian oligarchs and billionaires, had to vacate the premises to accommodate the king and his guests. The cost of this indulgent stay, a staggering $3 million per night. While this visit was certainly grand, King Salman's most extravagant journey was yet to come. His trip to Indonesia took luxury travel to an entirely new level. Indonesia travel. In 2017, King Salman made headlines with his extravagant visit to Indonesia, showcasing his unparalleled, luxurious travel style, accompanied by an entourage of over 1,500 people, including personal chefs, security personnel, and even his golden escalator. The king's arrival was nothing short of a spectacle. This massive group arrived on 11 ultra-luxurious private jets, with an additional 36 flights dedicated to personnel and cargo. The king traveled with an astonishing 506 tons of luggage, which included luxury cars, furniture, and other personal items. 2 military-grade cargo planes were required to transport this unbelievable load for his 9-day stay. During the visit, a specially constructed temporary palace, complete with air-conditioned tents and a private helipad, was set up to ensure the king's utmost comfort. One of the most striking elements of the trip was the golden escalator used by King Salman to disembark from his plane, valued at an eye-watering $80,000. As always, the king made some extravagant demands, but one that stirred particular controversy was the construction of a VIP private toilet inside a mosque, designed exclusively for his use. While this raised eyebrows, it was still less opulent than commissioning a private golden mosque. Love him or hate him, King Salman bin 𝗟𝘂𝘅 Al Saud undeniably knows how to travel in style, perhaps taking a cue from legendary figures like Mansa Musa. King Salman's journeys are nothing short of legendary, filled with lavishness and splendor. If you're intrigued by historical figures who redefined luxury, Vladimir Putin's journeys are a fascinating blend where unparalleled luxury meets top-tier security, showcasing what it truly means to travel like a global leader.